Hey, what's up? This is The Real Sigma. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss new Sigma content. Also, I want to let you know that The Real Sigma is now a podcast on Spotify and is growing rapidly. So please share the podcast with your friends and family so they can understand you better as a Sigma male. Now today we will be breaking down the Delta male archetype. So what is the Delta male? Well, let's recap the social structure very quickly in order for you to understand the Delta male. So in society, we have a social hierarchy. Think of it as a pyramid. We have the alpha males at the top of the pyramid. These are the extroverted leaders in society. Then we have the insecure and submissive beta males just beneath the alpha. And then we have the Delta male just beneath the betas. And deltas actually make up the majority of the population. And then, of course, we have the very rare Sigma male who sits outside of the social hierarchy pyramid because he's always doing his own thing and he doesn't care to participate in the social hierarchy. So what is the Delta male? Well, the Delta male is the average Joe in society. Everything about him is just very average and mediocre. He's extremely introverted and socially awkward. And there's nothing particularly wrong with the Delta male, but there's absolutely nothing noteworthy about him either. They're just very average. They're very boring and are not attractive to women because they don't stand out from the crowd. They don't have any ambitions or goals in life, and they don't even have the motivation to pursue better things. And they simply prefer to exist in life rather than to thrive. Whereas the Sigma, if he is not progressing forward, it feels like he's dying inside. But the Delta male loves getting into a routine of mediocrity and just wants a regular 9-to-5 job that he can go to every day to pay the bills. And someone may work with a Delta male for many years and never even notice them or know that they even work with the Delta male because they simply do not stand out and are very easily forgettable. The Delta male will always settle instead of pursuing better things for his life. Their minds don't even think or dream of having a better life or fulfilling a purpose. Their minds just do not work that way. Their minds are naturally set to be average and just to exist in life and just to get by in life. And the Delta male can actually be a very nice person, and they are responsible and reliable. So friends and family can rely on them, in times of need. And if the Delta commits to help you, he will most likely do what he says. Now, if you are familiar with the term non-player character, which is basically the background characters in video games. These are the characters in video games that are just there to fill in the game. These are the people in the crowd of a basketball video game, or the random people on the street in other video games. Or they are like background characters in a TV show, and they're just there to fill up space. They don't have a speaking role. They're just there just as a background character. They have no real purpose but to just fill up space. Well, that is the Delta male. They are like the invisible man because nobody really notices them because they just blend in with the background crowd. There's nothing really memorable about them. Even the way they dress is very generic. They will wear very generic looking clothes with a generic fit, just like a non-player character in a video game. So nothing about them will catch people's attention or will allow people to remember them. And that is why people can work with the Delta for years and never even notice them. And Deltas have no desire to move up in their workplace. They don't care to become manager or some type of leadership position. No, they just want to show up and be told what to do for work. And they don't have many friends and are not involved with any social circles. Deltas are not creative or innovative at all. They are extremely boring and they don't have the ability to think outside the box. Their minds just do not work that way. They are often socially awkward and they don't have much confidence in social settings. They desire to have a girlfriend or a wife, but they have no idea how to obtain one. And they don't even have the motivation to pursue those things. And they only work dead-end jobs and will work there for their entire life. They are very content working at an entry-level position for years, and they will even retire at that same company in the same position. They don't want to be in any job where they have to use critical thinking and decision making. No, they want to be at a job where they are doing brainless manual labor. That is where they are most comfortable. And so deltas really love a basic and routine life. They don't have any ambition to achieve more. And since I'm a Sigma male, I simply could not understand that way of thinking for the longest time, because the Sigma is so highly motivated and driven to achieve great things in life. The Delta's mindset and thinking just do not make sense to the Sigma. But as I got older and I matured, I realized this mindset is simply in their nature. And I also realized that we actually need deltas, or these background characters, in life and in society. You see, not everyone is meant to be a Sigma or an Alpha. Not everyone is meant to achieve greatness in life. And that is totally fine. And even though nobody pays attention to the deltas are the ones that keep society running. They are the status quo. Without the deltas, society would not be operating the way that it is. These are the people that clock in to work every day and keep things running at the grocery store, the airport, the gas station, the factory, or wherever. They are doing all the jobs that keep society operating. So we need average Joes in society in order for it to keep running properly. And so my appreciation for the Delta has increased as I've gotten older and began to understand their roles in society. And I actually have a close friend that is a true Delta male. And yes, he is extremely average and mediocre. And yes, he has a very generic look. And yes, he just prefers to exist in life. And as a Sigma, I was always trying to motivate him to achieve more and have a different mindset about life. But I've come to realize that the Delta's mind just does not work that way. Their mind and nature is to be average and fulfill their role in society. And this became very apparent to me when I was asking him questions recently about if he ever thought about living a better life or becoming a manager at his place of employment. And he told me that he has never thought of it before. It has never even crossed his mind. And it was actually uncomfortable for him to think about it on the spot. And he doesn't have any dreams or goals in life. He just wants to be in his routine of going to work and coming home to play with his cat. And he is completely content with that. And so I just realized that that's the way they are built. Just as the Sigma is built to be great and it is very natural for the Sigma to do great things in life, the same is true for the Delta, but instead they are built to be average and mediocre and to simply exist. And so what I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with being whatever archetype you are. That is simply how you are built. And each archetype plays a certain and important role in society. And the Delta is different from the Beta because although the Beta is insecure and submissive, they at least desire and have the ambition to go to a higher level. The Beta actually wants a better life for himself. He wants to be an Alpha someday. Whereas the Delta has no desire or ambition to move up in life and is completely content with being mediocre. And so, what would I say to the Delta male? Well, I would say that the Delta plays an important role in society. And as long as the Delta is happy and content with his life, then that is all that truly matters. And so someone may ask, why is JB, the real Sigma, friends with the Delta? Well, it's because the Sigma has the ability to get along with any archetype, because the Sigma is the most adaptable person in society. He has the ability to speak to each archetype at their level. And the Sigma can have a conversation with the CEO of a massive corporation. He can have a conversation with the president of a nation, and he can have a conversation with the janitor of a building or cashier at the gas station. You see, the Sigma is very adaptable, and he can adjust his level to meet people where they're at. And so this Delta friend of mine, he's actually a very nice guy with a good heart. He's just very average and mediocre though. And he has been a very reliable friend and is someone that I can count on if I ever needed. And that is a very big deal for the Sigma male. You know, Sigmas know there are very few people that are loyal and can be relied on. And the Delta is one of those people that you can count on when you need them. And even though we have very little in common, I'm able to appreciate the Delta for what he is and for his reliability. And so I hope this video gives you a better idea of the Delta male and his role in society. So are you a Delta male? Do you know any Deltas? Let me know in the comment section. Also, remember that The Real Sigma is now a podcast on Spotify, and like I said, is growing very rapidly. So please share these videos or the podcast with your friends and family so they will understand you much better as a Sigma male. So thanks for checking out The Real Sigma. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you found value in it. And let me know what other topics you would like me to break down for you in the comment section. So take care, keep working on yourself, and master your emotions.